It's the Florida Gators and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Missouri Tigers offense who will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire.
Maybe some room here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Got enough for the first. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Tigers are marching down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. At the 40, there he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Gators offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Ball. And we'll see two guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one.
And man, oh man, as times change, where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we talking about my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Caught, and he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Ball. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Attack. Touchdown, Gators. Once he got some room, it was over. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. On the move at the 30. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Burns. Got it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. They'll move the tight end. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, give to Hardy. Across the 25. There's some room. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff for Ball. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Goes high to pull it in. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Running the red zone, it's Pryor. Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Ryan's his big tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fella there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss, really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Burns. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Using his legs, it's Pryor. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Gators are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Working that left side now. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pryor. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The run inside. It's Hardy. He's there to make the stop. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. To the air, it's Burns. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on second and 10. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They cross midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Pickup of 5. It's now second and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good.
It's a mid-stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away on fourth down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 7 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path? Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab, fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Missouri's offense heads out, ready to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Burns. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to Hardy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the play fake. Looking long. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. from the red zone. It's Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he takes this from inside the 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Caught behind the line. It's Pryor. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Oh, they're after him. Caught. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
And it started with their offense. They put him in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need...
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Jaden one more time.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Gators will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Burns. That's reeled in. It's Lee. Runs through a man. He might have space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And
nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Pryor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's again the ball. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Calls his own number. Got enough for the first. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. So first down will open up the final period. This time he wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. And he scores! Touchdown Gators!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Burns. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Going to the run, it's Hardy. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hardy. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Fights off a defender. Here's a little room there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Gators will have it first and 10. Breaks the tackle. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Pryor. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game.